the Oak Granary here in southeastern Mendocino County, and we are right at the headwaters of the East Fork of the Russian River and the southwestern edge of Mendocino National Forest, which is a vast wildlands corridor and open space that runs millions of acres to the north to Oregon. My name is Lindsay Daly, and I'm one of the founders here. There are a lot of great people exploring the edges of what regenerative agriculture looks like in the context of annual vegetables, and we are only the beneficiaries of many decades of great learning that's already happened in that realm.
Welcome to our garden. This is about a third of an acre, a little more than a third of an acre, no-till garden. We do no-till here for a number of reasons. One, we're in a very, very dry summer climate where water is becoming more and more scarce around the world, and we want to try and show and utilize systems that don't use as much water as the traditional agricultural system. Here's kind of another perennial section. These are raspberries, and we picked them in this spot in the garden because this is the most sun in the garden throughout the whole year. And some more perennials, as this is one of our last flushes of asparagus here.
Our bigger mission here, we're both a land-based community and an education center, and so we're doing our best to really embody the question of what does it mean to be a human in this day and age and living in regenerative, reciprocal relationship to the land. And we're looking at a no-till system, and that's essentially meaning that we're replacing the work of a fossil fuel driven tractor system with human hands. And there's a whole bunch of different reasons that we're doing that. Primarily we're looking at soil health.
If you ever want to see a farm's fertility or how a farm's doing, go look in their compost yard. So this is kind of the first stage, is us adding different materials to the pile, and then this is kind of what they look like after they're turned. And then after they're digested a little bit longer, come in here and get a more broken down material, and then we'll sift this and apply it to the beds.
Essentially what we're exploring is how can we as humans be giving back, maybe someday more than we take. How can we be healing the damaged ecosystem around us? And so the annual garden that you saw that Keith oversees is kind of our best answer to that. It's no-till, it's organic, we save seed, it's low input, we're looking at closed loop systems, and that's kind of the food system that we know and the one that's the most familiar to us, and we're doing our best to be regenerative in that context. And my work in sort of looking at the edible and medicinal wild plants of the rest of the 300 acres here on the land, and that would be the oak trees and the nuts from the gray pine and the berries from the madrone and manzanita and elderberry and so on and so forth. We're basically asking the same question: how can we be in regenerative relationship with the greater landscape? You can find us at oakgranary.org. That's the best place to find out about upcoming events and what's going on here on the land. And you can also find us on Eel River Road. There's a big old barn you can see from the road, a big old steel dairy barn, and we are just up the road. So come say hi.